walking day 65, death by competition. Within this blog, looking at the point of competing within and as my world, within and as myself, realizing that within competition I'm really just competing with myself, because obviously within the principles of what I'm walking, oneness and equality of what I realize what life is, we're all one, as we're all life, we're all equal, in fact, as we all should be honored and respected in this regard as equals. And within competition, it's a point of ego, where I'm existing within ego, where I'm existing within superiority and trying to be a winner. And within this ego superiority energy, I'm trying to get the good feelings, the nice feelings by beating someone, by being more than someone. And within this, realizing that who I'm being within competition is an abuser. I'm abusing life. I'm treating life like less than me, like it's not as worthy as me. And thus I'm seeing it only in a point of self-interest, in a point of trying to get my pleasure out of competing and winning. And within that process, abusing life and harming life, causing suffering to others. Realizing that this suffering I wouldn't want with my own self. I wouldn't want to suffer in any way. So doing this to another is not acceptable. Within my life, I've always been a competitor. I've always been in competitive sports. That's what I was best at, so to speak. I very much enjoyed physical movement with my body. I liked physically performing within sports and, nature type activities, going in the woods, skiing. So realizing that it wasn't only competition, but what drove me to play sports and be in sports was to be the best, to succeed, to be the top. Of course, when you're at the top, you get the accolades, the praise, the support, the notoriety. All these things to an ego is like temptations. The feelings, the good feelings that come of that. And, within myself, I've always defined myself by these points within myself, like saying, like, okay, I may not be this, I may not be that, but I am a good athlete, and I know I can succeed in athletics. And it's interesting, it's my mindset, like, when I was way into athletics and, like, playing every day and competing, I wasn't so much into, like, competitiveness with, like, teams. Like, I wasn't, like, crazy about winning in terms of, like, I didn't care if we won or lost, really. I only cared about my own performance. Like, I wanted to be the best within myself, and if I didn't perform within myself to my liking, then that's what, like, kind of drove me, this perfection within myself. And it was always driven by competition, comparison. And so realizing that being a competitor, being within this point of competition, within the matrix, within the system, yes, you become a star. You can become a star by becoming the top person in a field. You also gain money, and so the external point is money and accolades. Not so much for women, but sometimes, yes. In sports, I'm talking about. But other fields, you compete and you become the best in your field, you're gonna get the praise, you're gonna get the money reward, and within yourself you're gonna get that feeling of power within yourself. And well, it's a false power, and the good feelings, because you know that you're seen and recognized as the best by competing and becoming the top competitor. So understanding this and realizing that within the competitor attitude being within myself, that it only leads to death. Just like my title, Death of a Competitor. Because you drive yourself so much and you compete so much with others that you end up diminishing your own body physically, mentally. You're always in separation, you're always in a survival mode of trying to beat others and constantly have to maintain this energy flow of winning. So you're constantly having to compete and go through the whole depression point of losing, because you're never going to be the winner all the time. There's always going to be someone next to you trying to beat you. So realizing within this point that the way to redefine competition to be best for all is to do it within a point of giving, of beneficial giving for all, and realizing within equality, what is the systems that will create the best life here. Within that point you can use the competition scenario to see what in fact will fit and be the best. Obviously not in a point of ego trying to make yourself feel better, but in a point of practicality and what will work best. And within people, the same idea, walking a point of competition and seeing who will best fit positions in this world, who will best fit positions in industries and tasks that have to be done. So we harness what people are, what people are strong in, talented in, and find people that will work in certain positions, find what you are best in, and use that for the betterment of all, use that for what is best for all. So changing the starting point of being ego competitor to being what is best for all in practical competition to see what indeed will be best for life, here within the consideration of everyone and all beings, all people. So we can indeed, really, in fact, create a world that is best for all, and create the beings here that we can be the best that we can be. So that's what I realized in this blog, and that's it for tonight. Thanks for listening.